Why are tech experts calling this the most controversial MacBook ever? And why does it look like an iMac? Well, that's what we're here to explain. It's me, and this is 1 minute. Apple recently announced the brand new MacBooks, but instead of being excited about it, many tech experts have called these the most controversial MacBooks ever, and it's all because of one thing: the design. These are the first MacBooks to look like an iMac, which has a big chin at the bottom and a notch at the top, just like the new iPhone XR and One OS Max. But unlike those iPhones, the MacBook doesn't have a Face ID sensor in the notch. It's just a camera. So really the only benefit of the notch here is that it makes the screen look a little bigger, which is nice. But other than that, it's really just there for the sake of having a notch. I mean, even the bezels around the screen are thicker than the new iPhone's Face ID notch, so it looks weird. So why did Apple do this? Well, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman believes it's because Apple wants to make the MacBook screen look more like an iPad's. With the iPad Pro now having a notch, it makes sense that Apple would want the MacBook to have one too. Plus, since the MacBook already has a Touch ID sensor built into the keyboard, so adding a second one with Face ID would be redundant. But if you don't like the notch, you can always just turn off True Tone, which will hide it. True Tone is a feature that adjusts the color of the screen based on the color of the light in your environment. So when you turn it off, the screen will look a little different. But honestly, I think it's worth it if you hate the notch so much. The other big change to the MacBook is that it's now using the M2 chip, which is a tiny upgrade over the M1. It's basically the same chip with a slightly faster GPU and better power efficiency, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. The CPU performance is virtually identical. And since the MacBook Air already felt super fast, this new chip isn't really going to change much. It also means that the base model MacBook starts at $1,299, which is $200 more than before. And if you want the upgraded 10-core GPU, you'll have to pay $100 more than before. So not only is the new MacBook more expensive, but you're paying a lot more for what are essentially minor upgrades. Plus, if you don't need the extra GPU cores, you're paying a lot more for what are essentially minor upgrades. Plus, if you don't need the extra GPU cores, you can actually get a better deal on the older M1 MacBook right now on Amazon. So if you want to save some money, that might be a good option. And then there's the new MacBook Pro, which is the biggest upgrade in years. It has a new design with a notch, thinner bezels, and a big old port, which allows you to charge up to 2 external displays. But other than that, it's basically the same. It still has the M2 Pro or M2 Max chips, which are also found in the new Mac Studio. While they are a big upgrade from the M1 Pro and M1 Max, they're not exactly cheap. The 14-inch model starts at $1,999, and the 16-inch model starts at $2,499. So yeah, these new MacBooks are controversial. If you ask me, I think the MacBook Pro is worth the upgrade, but the MacBook Air, not so much. This has been 1 minute. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And now you know.